My name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with one combat deployment to Haditha, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after our first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, "You go for it." And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. Automatically puts you into the present moment. You have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors. So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. And so that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. We first start in the pool. We do some confined water skills. We'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore. It's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. There's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. We've seen 4 eagle rays at once. Just the things that happen when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced, it hits me in the heart more than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, from being, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I've gone snorkeling a few times, or I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have 0 experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.
Welcome back. It is Friday night. We are back here with Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights at Kokomo. So another short track. We will see how tonight goes. We got a great turnout once again. Drivers are turning out in force as always. Greatly appreciate all the support from the drivers. Again, it Got Your Six Racing Network. We do things a little bit different. You take a ride with us the whole night. You hear us talking to the drivers. So you hear what goes on in the drivers' meeting and during the races. We also do live admin, so you will get to see when those calls are made and who gets an EOL and why they might get an EOL. So welcome aboard. If you're just tuning in for the first time, welcome. If you're coming back, greatly appreciated. Welcome back to the show. If you have any suggestions on anything you'd like to see us do different, please send us a message on Facebook or Twitch or anywhere. We have instituted a lot of changes that have come from viewers. So welcome aboard. We're getting ready to call the drivers off the track. Get all drivers clear the track, please. All drivers clear the track. All right, drivers, welcome to Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. 358's brought to you by Magnum Race Designs. We did not have any penalties in addition to the EOLs last night. Looks like the move of the week was a pretty good hit. Again, how that works is there is a folder on our Discord. If you made the move of the week, you think, or you saw somebody make a move of the week, please submit that. We will send that out on Thursdays, and that also goes up on Facebook, YouTube as a YouTube short. Pretty excited. We've been working all week. We got gy6rn.com up. We are selling T-shirts. We're getting into T-shirt business. We got some pretty cool, if you have a hero card, we can put that on a shirt. We have some of our designs out on YouTube. We'll probably be ready in about a week to take some orders. So check us out. Got your gy6rn.com. If you'd like to donate, you don't want a T-shirt, we'll accept that also. We're preparing not only for the Week 13 Dash for Cash, but we are also trying to prepare for a big Veterans Day week 4-day event, kind of like the Knoxville Nationals. So we want to put up some good prizes for that. As you know, we're paying for a broadcast. All that stuff is going to cost money. So we're going to raise that through either donations or T-shirts. So if you're interested, check us out at gy6rn.com. Other than that, I have no other news. We do mute microphones right before qualifying. Excuse me. We do mute microphones right before qualifying. So anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns, now would be the time. None heard. We will advance. Good luck, fellas. So there you have it. There is the drivers' meeting. We are now going to qualifying. We will follow the drivers as they come out on the track. This is short track week, so we will be super busy trying to slow things down here in the booth as we do reviews. Looks like Chris Brown, Indy 136, is the first car out on the track. Chris Brown coming back to us after a little bit of a break. Gonna wheel the 136 around Kokomo. Take a quick look at the weather here in Indiana. See what we're dealing with. It's like 77 degrees, 62% humidity. Almost a perfect night for racing. We'll see how that changes throughout the night. Chris Brown, top of the board with a 13.363. 1.3363 for Chris Brown. Chris Cox in P2. Jeff Sharp in 3. Dean Reynolds into 0.79 machine. Currently in the 5th position, the 99 car, Billy Roberts, 13th quick. Gears Unlimited, Billy Roberts. Billy Robert owns Gears Unlimited. Like to thank Billy for his support of Friday Night Lights and all the racers. You'll see a lot of Billy's logos all over the field. Andrew Smith times in. Brennan Weeks to the top of the board. Brennan Weeks has been hot the last few weeks with a 13.346, knocking Chris Brown off the pole there. 13.686 for the 120 car. Like to welcome back Jordan LaFawn, driver out of Indiana, so kind of a home track for Jordan. See how Jordan does here. 9th quick on his first lap. See if the 11 car can improve on his second lap. Looks like Jordan is the last car to qualify. Coming in for his second lap. We have a few cars that haven't taken time. Jordan LaFawn is good for 9th quick. Looks like we have 21 cars in the field and only 18 took time. We still have about 30 seconds here. As always here at Got Your Six Racing Network, we are racing for awareness of veterans issues. 22 veterans a day take their own lives, which is about 22 too many. We're doing our small part, playing promos, reaching out to those companies out there that support veterans and doing our best to help lower that number. If you know a veteran out there, man, please reach out. Let them know you care about them. That conversation could be the difference between life or death. Heat 1 to the grid. Heat 1 to the grid, please. Brennan Weeks, Jeff Sharp on the front row. Jesse Ingram, Zachary Loomis in row number 2. Scott Holmes, Billy Roberts in 3. Grant Wesley rounds out your field of 7 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 1. You guys know the drill. Leader 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Top 4 heading to this feature. Everyone else going to a main of some sort. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. We did have some penalties for jumping the start in the limited late model, so make sure you do stay in line. Don't jump out of line. Leader, you need to close up on the pace truck, sir. 1.5 car length, please. Everyone else, once we get the 1 to go, as we said, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. Good luck, fellas. Welcome to week 5 of Gears Unlimited. So there you have it. We got the 120 car. Brennan Weeks on that front row with Jeff Sharp to his outside. Weeks has had a really good year so far. Had a few races that he should have won. Green flag is out. We are short tracking in Indiana. The 120 of Weeks on the bottom side. Looks like he's going to get it done. Jeff Sharp in P2. We will watch that 4th position pretty tight. The 519. We saw Scott Holmes yesterday or last night drive a battered race car to victory lane. The 519 currently in the 4th and final transfer position, with Billy Roberts and Grant Wesley in the 088 machine, trying to take that position away from the 519. Up front, Brennan Weeks, as Jeff Sharp in the 28 machine closes in. Can never count out Jesse Ingram in the 7 machine. Scott Holmes, looks like we got nose to tail pretty quick here. Billy Roberts, Grant Wesley, we will go on board. We are working lap 4 of 8. Wesley trying that bottom side. Trying to tuck underneath the 99 machine. You also see the 519 down there of Scott Holmes. Go on board with Scott in the 4th position. He's losing the ground to the 7 car of Ingram. Up front, Brendan Weeks getting it done, working lap 6 of 8. Now Weeks decides to take it down low. Jeff Sharp on the high side. Car up into the wall there. That will bring out the caution. Caution is out. Back it down, please. Caution is out. Back it down. Looks like Jeff Sharp got up into the wall. See if we can get a good look of it. Jeff Sharp by himself just gets into the outside wall. The 7 car of Ingram, nowhere for Ingram to go, gets in the back of the 28 machine. 519 piles in. Billy Roberts gets through clean, as does the 88. Two-8 EOL, 2-8 EOL. See if we can find the 2-8 here, who we're looking for. Jeff Sharp. All right, fellas, going to give the 1 to go this time by 7. I see you in the pits there, sir. One to go. Let's tighten it up. Working lap 7 of 9, so we will get an extra lap here. Weeks with a great start. Scott Holmes in P2. Now Grant Wesley in the 088 in the 4th and final transfer position. Wesley and Billy Roberts battling it out, the 99 and the 088. Up front, Brendan Weeks with a handle on the lead. This is the last lap. Weeks, Holmes, Roberts, Wesley. And that is how they will finish. Those drivers are heading straight to the feature. Everyone else going to a main event of sorts. Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please. Chris Brown, Clay Christopherson on the front row. Dean Reynolds, Randy Shreves in row 2. Logan Wentz, Dave Norquist in 3. Dylan Shreves round out your field of 7 drivers. Welcome to Heat 2, drivers. Leader, stay 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once you get the 1 to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Restart is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. 8 laps to get it done. Top 4 heading directly to the feature. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. Good luck. Saw a couple of these cars race last night. North American Dirt Track Racing Association had a good showing at USA. Big, long track. Drivers made the trek from Florida to here in Indiana. Amazing how fast you can go in virtual world from Florida to Indiana. All right, 1 to go. Let's tighten it up. Chris Brown's going to bring us to the green flag. Green flag is out. We are underway. 51 car of Cox to his outside. Clay Christopherson to the point in the 51, working that high side. Bringing along Chris Brown with him. Randy Shreves in the mix. Dean Reynolds in the 079 Super Dirt Car Series machine in the fourth and final transfer position. Good looking race. Who's that that dove down low? Might have been Dylan Shreves. We do have a car around. Not sure who that was. Might have been Dean Reynolds. Let's see what happened to Dean here. Running in P4 in the 79. Oh, just gets up into the fence. '79 into the line. All right, fellas, going to give the one to go this time by. Working lap 5 of 8. Clay Christopherson in the 51 machine, currently at the front of the field. See if Clay can hold off Randy Shreves. Randy Shreves sporting a new wrap in the ABR 56 machine. He's got Chris Brown and Dave Norquist. 77 car in the fourth and final transfer position. Clay Christopherson is off. Working lap 5 of 8. Shreves and Chris Brown battling it out. We'll go on board with the 136 of Chris Brown. Trying to get that bottom side to work. You see Randy Shreves on the high side. 77 of Dave Norquist. Falling off the pace just a little bit here. There are your top 4. Top 3 getting away from the field a little bit. Chris Brown still all over the rear bumper of the 56 machine as Clay Christopherson takes the white flag. 1 to go. Christopherson, Shreves, Brown, Norquist. Everyone on that high side. No one venturing down low yet. That will change, I guarantee you. Christopherson, Shreves, Brown, Norquist heading to the feature. Run it out. Watch contact, please. Heat 3 to the grid. Heat 3 to the grid, please. Chris Cox, Donald Ingram on the front row. Jordan LaFawn, Andrew Smith in row 2. Dan McLaren, Adam Flieger in row number 3. Anthony Morano rounds out your field of 7 drivers. Welcome to Heat 3. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Got 8 laps to get it done. Top 4 heading to the feature. Race hard, race clean. Put on a heck of a show. Good luck, fellas. Chris Cox, last year's limited late model champion, made the statement early this year. His goal is to win all 3 divisions. We will see how the 515 does as he brings us to the green flag with Donald Ingram in the 010. Jordan LaFawn in the 11 car, stacked field. Green flag is out. We are underway. 5:15 of Chris Cox doesn't get a great start. Donald Ingram in the 010 jumps to the front of the field in front of his teammate, Chris Cox. Looks like Dan McLaren in the 88 in the fourth and final transfer position. Andrew Smith in the 79 car is the first car on the outside looking in. Looks like we are going to get single file here. Chris Cox still trying to get that position back his teammate took from him in the 5:15 machine. You hear Chris working the throttle, see the hands inside the cockpit busy. Look back to Jordan LaFawn, great looking wrap by the Indiana driver, Nightmare Motorsports. All over the back end of the 5:15 of Chris Cox. We are nose to tail up to your top four. Looks like LaFawn closing up on the back of Cox there, working lap 6 of 8. We will focus on that position. Last lap, will LaFawn go for the pass here? He's in a transfer position. We are coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go. Cox dives it down low in the 11 machine. Can't get it to drive off the bottom. He may lose a position to Dan McLaren in the 88. Up front, Donald Ingram in the 010. Ingram, Cox, LaFawn, McLaren are your top 4. Great heat race, fellas. Run it out to the backstretch. Watch contact. 3 minutes of warm-up. As you heard, we are going to 3 minutes of warm-up, so we will be right back.
Biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name's Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. This year's been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turned into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. Just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
Welcome back. We're about to go feature racing here at Knoxville. We got 25 laps to get this done. Feature to the grid, please. See if we can get the grid up here. Brendan Weeks, Clay Christopherson on the front row, Ingram Holmes in 2, Shreves Cox in 3, Roberts Brown in 4, LaFawn Wesley in 5, Norquist McLaren in 6, Sharp Shreves in 7, Smith Ingram in 8, Wentz Flieger in 9, Loomis Reynolds in 10, Anthony Morano rounds out your field of 21 drivers. All right, fellas, welcome to the feature. Got 25 laps to get it done. The initial start is no different than your heat races. Leader, the start is on the green flag. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. Stay 1.5 car length behind that pace truck. Everybody else, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. 1 to go here. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Put on a heck of a show, fellas. Welcome to Gears Unlimited, Magnum Race Designs 358s. Pace truck is off. It is Brennan Weeks in the 120 machine. That will bring us to the green flag. Clay Christopherson to his outside. Green flag is out. We are underway. Christopherson in the 120 dives it down low. Will slide up. We get through turn 1 and 2 pretty clean. Looks like we got definitely 2 lanes working here. Clay Christopherson on the high side. Brendan Weeks on the low side. 51 getting a great run off of turn 2. Weeks able to hold that bottom, getting a good drive off the bottom side. Looks like we got a battle through mid-pack here. Billy Roberts in there, Randy Shreves, 515 of Chris Cox, the 11 of LaFawn. Back it down, caution is out. Replay brought to you by the Dirt Track Bank. Not sure what happened here. Looks like the 37 gets into the tire. The 18 was already around. We got cars everywhere here. We got to dissect this. Don't know who that is up high. '18 gets into the 519, it looks like. That is the 18 car. We will find out who the 18 car might be. Logan Wentz. It is in the 418, so that will be an EOL. .418 EOL, 418, end of the line. All right, fellas, going to give the 1 to go this time by. Let's tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Looks like they turned the field back over to Brendan Weeks in the 120. Currently working lap 4 of 25. Great start by Weeks. Clay Christopherson in P2. We are 3 and 4 wide behind those guys. What a tangle we have. Backing down. Caution is out. Looks like Billy Roberts got into the side of somebody there. Not sure who that was. Let's see if we can find Billy Roberts. Slides down. LaFawn and Shreves make contact. '99 down low underneath the 515. Thought it was a 99. I guess maybe not. So since we didn't see it, I guess we will call a no call. Looks like the 418 car once again. .418 into the line. .418, you got one more caution, sir, and your night will be done. Let's see if we can find out where your leader is at. Short track racing here is something else. Chris Cox, Brendan Weeks. All right, fellas, going to give the one to go next time by. Let's tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Tighten it up. Let's go. Looking sloppy. Let's tighten it up. Clay Christopherson at the point in the 51 machine. Not sure what happened to the 120. Clay Christopherson followed by Jordan LaFawn. Looks like Grant Wesley in the 88 machine working that high side. Back it down. Caution is out. Car sends it in. Gets into the side of the 28 machine. A 0-1-0 car. Zero 1-0 into the line, please. All right, fellas, going to give the 1 to go next time by. Let's tighten it up. Christopherson still at the front of the field. Jordan LaFawn, Wesley, Holmes, Weeks are your top 5. Brendan Weeks in the 120 machine slips back to P5. We will get a look at your biggest movers of the race so far. Looks like Jesse Ingram up 8 positions in the 7 car. Jordan LaFawn gets a great start behind Christopherson, as does Grant Wesley. We got a battle up front. Good drive by these drivers. Crowded field. Wesley dives down underneath the 51 car. You can hear him inside the cockpit working the throttle, working the steering wheel. Inches away from the tire. Brendan Weeks in the 120. He recovers. Brendan Weeks back in the mix. We are side by side. Clay Christopherson is over. Tight racing up front. Tough call. The 088 did get up into the 51. Can't call it. All right, fellas, let's get back in line. Going to give the 1 to go this time by. Put Grant Wesley at the front of the field in the 088. Jordan LaFawn in P2. Brennan Weeks back up to P3. Pace truck is off. Grant Wesley will bring us to the green flag. Driver out of Indiana on his home track. LaFawn and Weeks are side by side. Those two are going to battle it out. 519 of Scott Holmes is up there with those two guys. Make a little bit of contact there, rubbing fenders. Don't want to do that too hard in these open wheel modifieds. Grant Wesley on that high side on a rail. Somebody else is on the high side. Not sure who that is. Looks like Dan McLaren, the Canadian driver, on the high side. Looks like we do have a pileup. Back it down. Caution is out. Looks like Dave Norquist went around here. See what caused it. 77. You got the 37 in front of the 77. '28 comes up and gets into the back of the 77. Of course, the damage was already done up front. There's the 28. Not sure what happened to Christofferson. '28 EOL. 28 EOL. Try to get our bearings back here. Jordan LaFawn, Grant Wesley at the front of the field. All right, fellas, let's tighten it up. Going to give the one to go next time by. Grant Wesley at the front of the field. LaFawn, Weeks, Holmes, Cox are your top 5. Let's go, fellas. Settle that out. Figure out where iRacing wants you to go. Everyone get in line where iRacing is telling you to go, please. Leader, catch up to the pace truck. Let's tighten it up. Half car length between yourself and the car in front of you. Let's finish out strong here, fellas. Giving the one to go. Working lap 17 of 25. Grant Wesley at the front of the field. LaFawn, Weeks, Cox. Dan McLaren are your top 5. Looks like the 120 of Weeks is going to give that bottom side a go. Wesley and Weeks working the high side. Chris Cox also down there with the 120. Good battle by these drivers. Grant Wesley on a line up high. Jordan LaFawn. Brendan Weeks making that bottom side work. Backing down, caution is out. Looks like the 88 may have been all by himself. Gets up into the fence. '88 EOL. 88 EOL. Going to give the 1 to go this time by. My apologies, a little busy in the booth on short tracks, trying to get the penalties assessed. We do not have admin. I do it all right here from the seat. So it does take some time. Grant Wesley in the 088 machine at the front of the field with Brendan Weeks to his rear bumper. LaFawn in the 11. Brendan Weeks sends it down low once again. Back it down. Caution is out. Back to 38. Adam Flieger into the outside wall hard. .38 end of line. Got 1 to go here, fellas. Get ready. So Grant Wesley in the 088 still at the front of the field with Brendan Weeks and Jordan LaFawn. And Chris Cox. 120 Weeks sends it down low, can't get it done. Good drive off the top side by the 088 machine. Still getting it done. Weeks keeping that 120 down low. Jordan LaFawn in the 11, currently in the 3rd position. Randy Shreves. Scott T. Holmes in the 519. Battling it out with Chris Cox, Randy Shreves in the mix. Up front, working a lap 24 up 25. Wesley has found that high side. And he seems to like it. We got 1 lap to go. Brendan Weeks, Wesley. We got a crash. Someone going through victory lane. Top 3 start finish line, please. Top 3 start finish line. Watch contact. Do not make contact. We will get a word with these 3 drivers here momentarily. Make sure I'm even in Discord at this time. Yes, I am. That's a little different, but I think I'll take it. Don't forget to go up for your interviews, fellas. Jordan LaFawn in the 11 car. We'll talk to Jordan first here as soon as he gets up into the booth. The 11 car moves up 6 spots from his starting. Waiting on Jordan LaFawn. There's Jordan LaFawn. The 11 car up. Jordan LaFawn moves up 6th position from his start in another short track battle. Jordan, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir. How are we?
Man, you know what? I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm all right.
Man, another
Can't
great
complain.
night. Home state track. How was your night?
Man, I wish we could have done a little bit better. But I'll take it. I'll take a 3rd place. Kokomo is actually not one of my better tracks on the sim, so anytime I can catch a podium at Kokomo, I'm happy.
Yeah, man, it was a pretty stacked field tonight. There was a lot of competition. We didn't get a lot of long green flag runs, but you were able to move up six from your starting position, man. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium?
Yeah, just the guys over at Nightmare Motorsports, Big Bacon Media and Gaming, Blaze Designs for making this thing look like a call it cotton candy. Um, and Two Brothers Racing, Yost Racing, and Lawn Crafters Lawn Care, man. And then you guys for putting these shows on for us every Friday night. I appreciate it, Joe.
Yeah, man, we love having you back, man. Great run by you. We'll see you in the limited late models.
I'm gonna run in here and check on the kiddos, see what's going on with them. I may be back for the limited.
Right on. If not, hopefully we see you next week, my friend. Great podium win.
Yes. Yes,
Have
sir,
a,
man. Thank you, Joe.
yep, have a great weekend. Grant Wesley in the 088 car moves up 9 positions from his start to capture the victory here at Kokomo. Grant, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, man. Walk me through it.
Oh, well, first off, this is probably my favorite track. It is kind of a bummer because there in qualifying, my connection decided to drop out. I was really pumped about laying down a blister of a lap, and then everything just froze, and I'm like, oh, geez. And I got back in, and you guys were going to heat races, and I started on the tail of the first heat, seventh, and the car or the track was kind of single file somewhat. I was just trying to be patient and get my guys clean there, and ended up with a fourth and started 10th in the feature, and the track slipped off, and that's when I generally run the best around this place, and I just went to work.
Yeah, man, that was great to see you take the 088 up to victory lane, man. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your victory?
I'd like to thank your sponsors tonight, Magnum Race Designs and Gears Unlimited. I like to thank you for everything you do here. This is an awesome place to race. Um, but yeah, other than that, just thank my friends and family for watching your broadcast, and my teammates with Har Esports.
Yeah, man, great run by you. Hopefully we see you in the limited late models.
I might miss the limiteds, but hopefully I make it back in time for the 305s.
Right on, man. Have a great evening and a great win. Now you're qualified for the Dash for Cash, which, depending on how many donations we get between now and week 13, man, the winner currently is going to win $100, which isn't bad for a free league. Everyone that qualifies will get paid. You got to race in 6 races, which I'm sure you will do, or 6 weeks, I should say. And that Dash for Cash should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome that you guys are doing that. You don't really see a whole lot of that around, and I know it's coming out of your own pocket, so I really appreciate that opportunity. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna be full time at least here in the 358s for this time slot, so that works out pretty good for me. And like I said, hopefully I can make quite a few 305 races as well.
Yeah, man. So good luck to you in the limited late models or 305s, whichever it is. Great victory, and we will see you in your next race.
All right, thanks.
All right, man. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There is the 358 modifieds. We will take a short break and come back with the limited late models.
History repeats itself. History is always happening over and over again. So one of the ways to stop a theme, one of the ways to stop something from reoccurring is to first of all admit it. It didn't take long for us to quickly realize that there was power behind Mission 22, power behind its brand, power behind its message, and power behind its people that represented it.
All right, my friends, day 19 of 22, the 22-day push-up challenge. Day 19 means 418 men and women have possibly committed suicide in the last 19 days. I went and looked up my ship, the USS Rushmore. More people who have killed themselves by now than ever served on our ship at one time in just 19 days.
19, 20, 21. One more. Y'all ready for the last one?
Mission 22 has become a decentralized nationwide effort to show love, to raise money, to be available for other warriors, to be able to be a point of contact, to let the Warriors know, but also for Warriors to let other Warriors know that there is a community. You're not alone. This isn't happening in silence. You're not forgotten. You know, we brought 4 veterans from all different parts of the United States and brought them together to hike through the state of Oregon.
May God bless you on your journey. Thank you for serving our country and for being willing to go on this walk. I'm praying you feel peace and strength with each mile.
You know, on this hike, some folks found God, some folks remained sober, some folks lost a significant amount of weight to be able to participate. And not so much just a healing walk for us as warriors, but for us to contribute to other people's healing. You know, this hike, we raised $12,000 for endobiogeny. Some of the folks on this hike, you know, they're going to be volunteers for this treatment. And I couldn't be more pleased and more proud because it was difficult. We had a lot of struggles. Not everything on this hike went pretty, you know, but we put some skin in the game. At the end of the day, we were able to raise money and we'll be able to use that money so guys can get treatment that they need. The War at Home Monument is an example of our social impact, of our awareness, of our permanent fixture to do the work that we can't always do, to always remind us of what we've lost and what we will lose if we don't reconcile it. What we've done is taken 20 different veterans with their families' permission and used them as a silhouette to cut out of a 3,000-pound plate of steel. These warriors are placed in a V, and this is to show the size of the problem. This is to show the empty space they leave behind. And it's also to be a constant reminder of what happens when we don't listen to the stories of the warriors that fought in our name. Because it's not okay. It's not okay that everyone didn't know about veteran suicide. It's not okay that these things were a secret or left unsaid, or that it was shameful. It's not okay that it's shameful to suffer alone and suffer in silence, because if you ask for help, that you're no longer a warrior, that you're weak.
Yeah. So I come back and I thought everybody else changed. So I pushed my family away. And it took a long time to really realize it because I didn't want to look internally. You know, I got my Class A CDL and hit the road. I was on the road for about 8 years trucking. And this makes me think about how insignificant all of the major things going on are. I mean, what, 1 million years ago, that blew up. And, you know, over time became this.
Whether it's hiking mountains or building monuments, it takes a community to heal a warrior. Warriors didn't get damaged and didn't become separated from the sunlight of the spirit on their own. It happened in the name of this nation. We can change the way we think about war, how we think about warriors, how we think about ourselves, and what we think we're going to do in the American community. We can do it now. We can do it here. And there's going to be another generation of warriors coming. We can set the tone to create a culture that grabs them up and loves them and smothers them in resources, in opportunity, right now.
Welcome back. We are getting ready to call the drivers off the track here. All drivers clear the track. Please, all drivers clear the track. All right, fellas, welcome to Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Limited late models brought to you by Chatham Racing, or Motorsports, my apologies. Do have a couple announcements coming up. July 25th through the 28th is the Knoxville Nationals for Coast to Coast Racing League. There are some payouts. There's door prizes. It is a 4-day event. If you need any information, please go to c2crl.com. C2C always puts on quality fundraising events, so that should be a lot of fun. Again, that's July 25th through the 28th. gy6rn.com. We are going to sell t-shirts. We couldn't get the donations that we needed to support everything that we want to get done here on Friday Night Lights. So we are going in the t-shirt business. You can check us out at gy6rn.com. We're not ready to take orders yet. I'm still practicing getting these shirts printed out. We can do hero cards, which you'll see on our website. You can also see some of the various designs done by Raven Graphics. We can put those on the back of a t-shirt for you. All the funds goes right back to you guys, the drivers. in all the fun stuff. Little sneak peek. We got a Veterans Week big event coming up. That's going to be a pretty big payout. So we are selling t-shirts. You can also donate if you would like at gy6rn.com. Other than that, we do live admin here, but you can still fill out a protest form. We had a couple filled out last week. We do have a couple of penalties. Don't see Jason Fucuron in the field, but if Jason comes in, please do not qualify. You received a EOL. We had 2 suspensions for the week. 97 car of Butch Baker and the 13 of Malachi Smith for intentional contact. So that was not protested. That was found by the review committee. So please, fellas, don't be running over each other after the green flag. It does not play well on the broadcast, nor play well for you, the drivers. We are getting ready to go qualifying. We do mute microphones right before qualifying, as most of you know. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, now would be the time. So it does carry over.
Dimples?
Obviously, the suspensions won't carry over because they're not here. And they know that I sent out personal messages to everybody who receives a penalty. I send out a personal message. So they knew not to show up. If Jason does show up at a later date, yes, he will serve his penalty. Any other questions? All right, fellas, as you know, we do not charge, so we need your support to make things like the Week 13 Dash for Cash. We're looking at a minimum of $100 to the winner. Everybody that enters the event, I'm paying. So if there's 36 cars that qualify for the Dash to Cash or Dash for Cash in Week 13, you're getting some cash. In a free league, that's pretty rare. So need your support here. So check us out, gy6rn.com. No other questions, comments, or concerns. We're about to go qualifying. None heard. Good luck. So you heard the drivers meeting. We also just found out that one of our own, Caden Berry, running in sprint cars back on the East Coast, just won his heat at NHMS. So not only in Friday Night Lights, Caden Berry doing his deal in real time. So hopefully those folks make it back to us here probably winter time, I would imagine. We will go on track with the 181 driver out of Oregon, Jeffrey Kemper. See if we can get times to start coming in. Chris Cox at the front of the board with a 13.035. Dylan Shrees in P2. Go on board with the 125 of Lance Ripka, driver coming to us from the Coast to Coast Racing League. Lance in the 125. We'll see how he times in here. Second quick for Lance with the 13.046. Randy Shreves in the 56 machine, currently 9th quick. Daniel Cook in the 726. See how Daniel does here. Daniel just getting the hang of, appreciate Daniel for coming out and running with us. Just getting the hang of iRacing. James Ingram in the 40 machine with us, currently 11th quick. Saw Jordan LaFawn earlier. We will go with the 11 car. Indiana driver, Nightmare Motorsports. See how Jordan can time in. last year's champion. Jordan, 7th quick on his first lap. Can he improve? Seventh quick for Jordan. LaFawn moves up 1 to 6th quick. James Ingram still out on the track, currently 12th quick. Looks like all drivers have taken time here. Chris Cox, last year's champion in the limited late model division, will start on the pole. Chris Cox, Ripka, Shreves, Hines, Ingram are your top 5. Heat 1 to the grid. Heat 1 to the grid, please. Chris Cox, Dylan Shreves, my apologies. Jesse Ingram, Donald Ingram in row number 2. Jeffrey Kemper, Dave Norquist in 3. Zachary Loomis rounds out your field of 7 drivers. All right, fellas, welcome to heat number 1. You guys know the drill by now. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. That's what the penalty was for this evening. Got 8 laps to get it done. Everyone heading to the feature. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Chris Cox will bring us to the green flag in the 515. Again, last year's champion. So the 515 on the front row, typically not a good combination for the rest of the drivers in the field. Green flag is out. He's got Dylan Shreves to his outside. Dylan Shreves in the 560 machine. Gets a great run on that high side. Dylan Shreves opens up a big lead. The 10 car into the wall. Caution is out. Back it down. Donald Ingram up into the fence there. Let's see what happened. Donald Ingram getting behind the 515 of Cox. Looks like Ingram makes contact with the 515. '77 car gets into the back of, so Dave Norquist gets in the back of the see if we can get this going here. '77 EOL, '77 into the line. So Dylan Shreves starts off the night with a great run off the high side. All right, fellas, going to give the 1 to go next time by. Let's tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Leader, you're looking good right where you're at, sir. .515. Oh, you're good. You're good. Let's tighten it up. Looking sloppy. Let's tighten it up. Working lap 3 of 8. Dylan Shreves with a great run off that high side. Great jump by the 560 once again. As they say, the apple does not fall far from the tree. Dylan Shreve's dad races with us, Randy Shreves. Oh, Shreves up into the fence. 5:15 of Chris Cox trying to capitalize. Let's go on board with Chris Cox and see what it looks like from last year's champion as battling it out with Shreves. Here, working the throttle. Shreves back into the fence once again, looking back. Those two breaking away from the field a little bit. Looks like it's going to be a two-car horse race. Jeff Kemper, driver out of Oregon, in the 181, currently in the fourth and final transfer position, although everyone will transfer tonight. Cox able to get by Shreves up front. Cox makes the pass in the 515. See a little damage to the 560 of Shreves. Saw him get up into the fence there when he was in front of the field. Gets it again at the exit of turn 4. 1 lap to go. Cox, Shreves, Ingram, Loomis are your top 4. Jeffrey Kemper is the first car on the outside. Shreves sends it down low. Can't get the drive off 4. We will end Cox, Shreves, Ingram, Loomis, your top 5. Run it out to the back stretch. Do not make contact. Great heat race. Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please. Lance Ripka, Jason Hines on the front row. Jordan LaFawn, Jared Jackson in row 2. Randy Shreves, James Ingram in 3. Daniel Cooks round out your field of 7 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 2. You guys know the drill. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. We got 8 laps to get this done. Everybody heading to the feature. Start is on green, as I said. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. Race hard, race clean. Put on a heck of a show. Good luck, fellas. 125 of Ripka will start from the pole. Spartan Racing driver. Appreciate Lance coming out and running with us in the VMR wraps. Number 25 for 125 as it is. Got Jason Hines to his outside in the 66 machine. Jordan LaFawn with a strong run in the 358s. We'll see if that carries over. Pace truck is off. It will be Lance Ripka. That brings us to the green flag. Green flag is out. We are underway. Ripka on the bottom side. 66 of Hines up high. Gets into the wall there. And then gets into the back of Ripka. That was crazy event. Jordan LaFawn to the point in the 11 car. Jared Jackson in the 012 car. 66 car struggling in the back there. Jordan LaFawn opens up a pretty good lead. We will ride along 56 Shreve Sr. We saw his son run earlier. As he tries to chase down Jordan LaFawn, Nightmare Motorsports driver. Jared Jackson in the 012 car. Gets up into the fence a little bit there. No harm, no foul. Lance Ripka falls back to P4. James Ingram in the 40 car, followed by Jason Hines. And Daniel Cook in the 726 machine. Working lap 6 of 8. Up front, Jordan LaFawn, Nightmare Motorsports with a big lead over Randy Shreves. Jared Jackson in the 012 car. I'd like to thank Jared Jackson for coming out and running with us. In the 125 of Lance Ripka in the 4th and final transfer position. 1 lap to go. LaFawn leading the way. Shreves in P2. We will follow along with your top 4 here. Looks like it's going to be LaFawn, Shreves, Jackson, Ripka. I think we will go to 3 minutes of warm-up, and we will be going feature racing. Three minutes of warm-up.
say it's a matter of time. 1,000 days and the sun won't shine before I come back to you. For your love I will go far. I wanna be wherever you are. I know I'm coming back for you.
Brother, it's good to see you.
My love is a river long, the best ride in a million wrongs. I know I'm coming back to you. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. I'm making my way home. I'm making my way.
When people hear a Till Valhalla project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of fallen heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom, two words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place where fallen heroes truly live on forever.
Welcome back. We are prepared for a 25-lap feature. Chris Cox at the top of the board in warm-ups with a 13 or a 12.858. My apologies, Chris. We are getting ready to grid up. We got 14 cars in the field. Welcome back to Kokomo, Indiana. Sorry about that. Had the car sound way loud. My apologies. Feature to the grid, please. Chris Cox, Jordan LaFont on the front row, Shreves in row 2, Ingram Jackson in 3, Loomis Ripka in 4, Kemper Hines in 5, Ingram in 6, Norquist and Cook round out your field of 14 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to the feature. Got 25 laps to get it done. The initial start is just like your heat races on the green flag. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, let's tighten it up. Half car length between yourself and the car in front of you. Race hard, race clean. Let's put on a great feature here in Indiana. Good luck. Last year's champion, the 515 of Chris Cox on that front row. We do have one to go. We're going to tighten it up. You got Shreves in row number 2. As the sun sets here in Indiana, the pace truck exits off of the raceway. Chris Cox will bring us to the green flag. A little bit of beating and banging in the back there. Chris Cox up front, but it's the 11 car. We got drivers work themselves out of it. Jordan LaFont takes the lead in the 11 car. Chris Cox, he falls back to P2. Looks like the majority of the drivers up on that high side. Dylan Shreves falls back to P4 with his father right behind him in the 56. Jared Jackson currently running in 6th position. Up front, 11 car of Jordan LaFawn checking out a little bit from the field. We will go on board with Jesse Ingram in the 7 machine. See, the 11 or the 7 got a little bit of contact there, got a damaged race car. With the new damaged model that iRacing came out with, it's a handful to drive a damaged race car. Lance Ripka gets into the back of the 7 there a little bit. Back it down. Caution is out. Looks like Daniel Cook just got around all by himself. We will see. Yes, sir. $726 EOL into the line, sir. So we will line them up and do it once again with Jordan LaFawn at the point in the 11 machine. Got away from Chris Cox into 515 early. Cox, Shreves, and Shreves got 2 Shreves in the top 3. Chris Cox, last year's champion, in the 515 will bring us to the green flag. .515 is off. Oh, we're going to go 3 wide. Ingram down low, makes contact with the 10. 7 car having a go of it in the back there. Damaged race car. We got a mess. Back it down. Caution is out. All right, fellas, bear with me. This is going to take a while to figure out. See if we can see what happens here. There's the 11 car. See the 10 down low. We know they made contact early. The 11 coming to the outside. It looks like the 181 made contact with the 7. They get through that. The 7 with a damaged race car up on the high side. 7 gets loose. Collects the 10 and the 11. Sorry, fellas, that caution is on me trying to sort out the last incident. Don't see where the 7 car went. Jesse Ingram. Kind of tough on a short track, but we're doing our best here. Chris Cox still at the front of the field with Dylan Shreves. Jared Jackson in the 012 car. Now Jared Jackson is up to P3. Randy Shreves in P4 in the 056 machine. All right, let's tighten it up, tighten it up, tighten it up. Working lap 11 of 25, so we do have a ways to go. Great start by Chris Cox. Dylan Shreves in the 560. It's on that high side. We do have some damaged race cars out here. Jared Jackson in the 012. Dylan Shreves riding the wall here. A warning, let's watch wall riding, please. Let's watch wall riding. Jared Jackson in P3. Randy Shreves in the 56 machine behind Jared Jackson. We got a lot of damaged race cars. Cox and Dylan Shreves up front. On board with Cox, we'll go with Dylan Shreves as he tries to reel in the 515 machine. Those two pulling away. That is Jared Jackson you see there. Cox, Shreves, Jackson, Shreves, Zachary Loomis. $726, disregard. Back it down. Like Zachary Loomis gets up into Shreves in the 37 car. Looks like the 37 car already exited the race, so we don't have to give an EOL for him. Up front, Chris Cox, still your leader. We will give the 1 to go. All right, fellas, going to give the 1 to go. Next time by, working lap 18 of 25. Let's run it out to the end here. Pace truck is off. Chris Cox going to bring us to the green flag. 5:15 is off in the middle of 3 and 4. Dylan Shreves with a great run in the 560 machine, currently in P2. Top 3 hitting that high side hard. First car down low, Jesse Ingram in the 7 machine. Driving a battered number 7 car, still keeping it up front. Got Jordan LaFawn behind him. It's like now the 7 car may take over P3. Shreves putting pressure on the 515 of Cox. Looks like we had a slide job attempt there that wasn't the greatest. Jesse Ingram's going to drive that battered 7 car to the point. We are 3 wide. Crossover from Chris Cox. Good battle up front. Can't get a real good camera angle. We're doing our best. Backing down. Caution is out. Looks like Ingram in the 40 machine gets up into the outside wall. And it makes contact with the 726. Four zero into the line. 4-0 into the line, please. Jesse Ingram in a battered number 7 machine, getting it done. Doesn't look like that car could drive at all, but he has driven it to the front of the field. He's got LaFawn, Cox, Ingram, and Shreves behind him, though, and we are on lap 22 of 25. So he's going to have to hold off a hungry pack. Leader, 1.5 car length. Let's tighten up the pace truck a little bit, please. Now keep a steady pace. Tighten it up in the back, please. Jesse Ingram in the 7 machine. The 11 car dives down low. Not sure that he wants to be behind the 7, but Jesse Ingram getting it done. Chris Cox on the high side in the 515. 7 and 11 side by side at the line. Jordan LaFawn now battling out with Jesse Ingram. 1 lap to go. LaFawn, Ingram, Cox. Coming to the line. It's going to be a close call. LaFawn, Ingram, and Ingram. Top 3 start finish line. Watch contact, please. Top 3 start finish line. Great battle at the end there. All right, fellas, don't forget to go up for your interviews. We will get an interview with those drivers here momentarily as we hopefully Donald Ingram is first in the booth. We will see here. Yes, he is. Donald Ingram in the 10 machine. Moved up 8 positions from his starting position. Donald, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, that was kind of an up and down night for you, but you drove the 10 to a podium. How was your night?
It started wild until get taken out, but that bottom come in there at the end, and that was fun there.
Yeah, man, a great run by you. How did you get through the field? Did you just avoid all the incidents, or were you running the bottom? Everyone else was up high.
At the beginning, it was just surviving. Just I missed all the incidents, but there at the end, that bottom came in, and that's what took me up there.
So we got 2 Ingrams on the podium. Any relation?
Yep, that's my brother, and then James Ingram. He's our dad.
So who's older, you or Jesse?
Me by 9 years.
There you go, man. You put it in victory lane. Put your little brother. Oh, he beat you actually, so you let him win. We'll call it that for now.
Yeah, I'm proud of him.
Man, great run by the Ingram crew, man. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium?
Yeah, my brother, my dad, Chris Cox Gaming, and you guys for putting all this on. This is a good series.
Yeah, man, love doing it for you. Great run by you. You gonna run the sprint cars?
No, I still haven't purchased them.
Still haven't got the sprint cars yet.
No, one day.
One day. All right, man. Great run. Hopefully we see you next week.
Oh, I'll be there.
All right, man. See ya.
See ya.
Jesse Ingram, the little brother of Donald Ingram, parks the 7 car into victory lane. Jesse, we were following you along. That car was beat and battered. We saw something similar last night, North American Dirt Track Racing Association race, where somebody drove a battered car. Man, that thing was beat. How'd you do it?
Hey, Joe, you got the wrong guy up in the booth, brother, man.
Oh, Jordan, my apologies. Jesse, this is Joe. You got me?
I got you.
Man, we were just talking. I was talking to Jordan. I thought it was you. You drove a battered 7 machine. I don't even know how you drove the thing, man. How'd you get that thing into podium finish?
I don't even know. I started out up on the top, and heck, I just kept getting pinballed everywhere. So I was like, well, heck, I'm just going to shoot it down to the bottom and avoid all these wrecks. And heck, somehow I ended up in the lead there for a second, and then I pushed going into one and let Jordan get under me.
Yeah, man. I think you had a reason to push. If you go back and watch the broadcast, that car was beat, man. So great finish by the Ingram brothers. Couldn't get Dad up there yet. Maybe next week. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium finish?
My brother, my dad, and Cox Gaming, and that's about it.
Yeah, man. Great run. Do you own the sprint cars?
No, sir.
Man, we're gonna have to get on you guys. We got to get you in a sprint car and get the Ingram crew in sprint car racing. But great run by you guys, man. I wish you a great weekend and hope to see you next week.
Will do. I'll definitely be here.
All right, man. Have a good weekend.
Y'all too.
All right, man. Let's try this again. The 11 car moves up 1 position from the start. Man, it looked rough out there. Jordan, from the beginning, how was your night, brother?
What's going on, Joe? My night went all right. Little better here in the late models than the 358s there, the race before.
Yeah, the man that was disappointed in a podium because it wasn't a victory. Man, great run. Nightmare Motorsports back in victory lane. It's good to have you back, man. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your victory?
Yeah, just all the guys over at Nightmare Motorsports, everybody on the side of the race car, Lawn Crafters Lawn Care, Two Brothers Racing, Blaze Designs, and you guys for putting these shows on for us every Friday night.
Yeah, man, we need to get a GY6RN sticker on the side of that car, but we'll work on that someday in the future here. Great run by you, my friend.
You shoot me a logo. I'll get her put on the side of this race car for you.
Great run by you, man. So I take it the kiddos are good. So are you going to run sprint cars?
The kiddos are fine. I, on the other hand, am not a big sprint car guy. Nothing against them. I actually don't even own them on iRacing, so I'm going to pass on the 305s tonight, my brother.
Is this your first victory of the summer season?
It is.
Man, now you're qualified for the Dash for Cash as long as you run in at least 6 races, man. Currently, everyone gets paid. All feature winners will race in week 13 for a minimum of $100 to the winner. Everyone gets paid, so, man, that's pretty exciting. We're looking forward to that. So, congratulations. As long as you race in 6 races, my brother, we will see you in week 13 Dash for Cash.
Awesome, man. That sounds awesome. And how do we go about purchasing some T-shirts from you guys?
So
how do we go about doing that?
Yeah, we're not quite there yet, man. I bought this machine from a company in San Francisco that was going out of business. So I'm an old guy, and I'm not real good with technology, but we are printing out shirts now pretty regularly. Go to gy6rn.com, and there's actually a picture of one of the hero shirts I did for one of our sprint car drivers. The stuff is starting to come out super nice. We got some designs that you can pick, or you can send us your own design, and we'll put that on the back of a t-shirt or whatever. So yeah, man, gy6rn.com will get you there. And we got a bunch of designs, and you'll see the hero shirt that we did for Doyle Lawrence in his sprint car. So that's how you get there.
Awesome, my brother. I appreciate it. I'm gonna swing over there and check some of those out.
Man, great to hear. Have a great weekend, man, and we will see you next week, I hope.
Yes, sir. You too. I'll see you guys next Friday.
All right, man. Have a good weekend.
You too.
So there you have it. Limited late models are done. We are headed to the nightcap for the 305 sprint cars. But first, we will go to a quick break. And when we come back, we will be back here right at Kokomo. Sorry about that. Give me 1 second. So we will see you here momentarily.
Soldiers, sailors, airmen and women enlist in the armed forces for many reasons, including a sense of duty, patriotism, the adventure, travel, and adrenaline. Many continue their military service because they discover a brother and sisterhood, an identity, a team. When service members are injured or wounded and can no longer perform their military duties, they quickly find themselves removed from their team, no longer serving the purpose for which they trained.
I came back from Afghanistan in 2013, and it was kind of a trial and error of finding out, after the military, what's next in life.
Being forced to leave a military career filled with purpose and pride can be challenging. Some challenges may leave lasting scars. An illness, wound, or injury can make anyone question their worth and sense of belonging after military service.
35 years in the Army, and I needed something to transition into. And so from that transition came an idea, and the idea was this.
Even though a military career may be coming to an end, or already ended, recovery can occur in the most unexpected places with unforeseen opportunities. Recovery, whether physical or mental, has no defined beginning or ending. It may last a lifetime.
For me, one of the biggest surprises that I found out going through it was that it's not like the flu where, you get sick and then you get better. You're never cured. And that's so frustrating. It's so hard to tell someone that. And it's so easy to slip back. And every single time you have to find a new way to fight it, it's a different monster every time you battle it.
This can feel daunting to a warrior who is suddenly forced to leave everything they know, trust, and love, finding themselves at the beginning of an unknown and possibly frightening new journey. Welcome to the world of motorsports.
We're in the right place at the right time in our lives to be able to take these guys that are wounded and put them in front of people that can actually show them that there is a camaraderie, there's a brotherhood within the motorsports industry, that there is potential for career opportunities for them if they have the skill set.
Motorsports offers an opportunity to regain that sense of identity within a safe, fast-paced team environment, providing a renewed sense of purpose. It has many facets, all created by teams working together for success on the track. Like in the military, in motorsports, the goal is in accomplishing the mission, winning as a team, collectively celebrating the successes and supporting teammates through the losses. Through motorsport opportunities, Operation Motorsport assists medically transitioning service members and veterans with discovering new ways of achieving a renewed sense of hope, purpose, and pride.
Besides the basic brake changing, oil changing, tire rotation, I've actually learned how to assemble and disassemble some engine parts, change some axles, do some alignments and stuff. So give it a try. You never know. This was nothing that I expected. I did not expect to be fully suited, jumping over a wall while cars are going 100 and something miles an hour.
From motors to media, tires to tickets, and hot laps to hospitality. Operation Motorsport provides beneficiaries the chance to become immersed within professional motorsports and provides them with the opportunity to find out firsthand what captivates their imagination and interest. These opportunities provide an avenue of discovery within the motorsports immersion or diversionary therapy programs, all within the Excite, Engage, and Empower recovery programs. Operation Motorsport also offers virtual engagements and recovery opportunities through an iRacing league, engaging beneficiaries in a safe, competitive environment from the comfort and safety of their home. Meeting other like-minded people, service members and veterans on the virtual racetrack, opening the doors to Motorsport Academy programs that prepare beneficiaries for their first encounters at the racetrack, and possibly leading to a day when they can get behind the wheel.
A team environment's a perfect place for people like us to kind of get back into some kind of normalcy when you go through a lot when you get medically discharged. And it kind of sucks and you put through the ringer, but I feel like what Operation Motorsport's doing is just something that's just really valuable.
Operation Motorsport prides itself in keeping beneficiaries engaged after the race weekend, throughout their recovery and beyond, through our recovery programs, or as a member of the 22 pit crew. No matter the background or story, Operation Motorsport is always there to listen, provide a safe and comfortable space, and a trusted circle of confidence that is open and honest about what difficulties may lie ahead for those transitioning out of a military career. Operation Motorsport believes in the power of team, identity, and purpose.
Yes, that's why. So we'll just give them a quick brush and then we'll get our stuff on, and then we have like an obstacle course. And so
I'm smiling.
You don't know why you're smiling. We always smile. Smiling's the best.
The Mission 22 Equine Program is a riding program for children of veterans. We also serve grandchildren or direct family members of veterans.
It's a lot of fun, and I've always loved horses.
We have private lessons and group lessons, but it's not just riding. You know, riding lessons, people just think that that's all it is. But we have the opportunity here to really build confidence, to lower stress levels, to give them an outlet and opportunity to spend time doing something healthy and productive. Mission 22 is really based on the foundation of the importance for family. It's why we're supporting families here. So in a time where kids' programs are being canceled left and right, school is shut down, they're not able to be around their friends, you know, being able to have an opportunity where they can just be together and let go of that stress and be around people. Again, honestly, it's just really that simple, being around people. You know, who would have thought that it was something as simple as that?
That's okay. You want to grab his reins, and then I'll have you walk him forward. It's really a special thing to watch these kids come every week and build a partnership and a relationship with their horse. It lets them forget about everything that's going on in life, being able to come here, kind of shut the world out a little bit, and have a really stress-free, fun environment.
There's tons of studies that have been done on lowering of cortisol levels of children, and especially with children of veterans, often growing up in a household that can be a more stressful place, to be able to have an outlet where they can be outside, fresh air, horses around them, and just growing in that confidence.
Horses are really unique. They're very intuitive to people. They're very emotionally intelligent. They're very emotional animals, very in tune to people. They have a great way of reading people as well, that they can pick up on if you're feeling nervous or scared or excited. They're very reflective to how you feel. And so it's a great way to kind of check in with yourself and see how you're feeling, because they'll let you know.
When you're riding bareback, it's really important to think about keeping your thighs nice and snug.
Watch your spacing. Remember 1 to 2 horse lengths in between. Nice work. Yep, then you're going to go through the blue barrels, and you can weave through them, and you can walk through them.
Before we came to Central Oregon, we were based out of Portland. So we were renting an office in the city, we were having to pay to board horses, and it was getting to be exceptionally expensive. And so what it came down to was an opportunity to have a facility that we can grow programs out, that we could have the equine program on our own property that, you know, we can continue to operate during a time that nobody really knew kind of what was happening next. And so having our own facility gave us the freedom to continue serving the families that we care about.
It's so fun to see parents come and talk to each other, and being able to kind of share stories, watch their kids together is a really neat thing, talk about just life in general, having a place to come and to really connect with people.
I really like riding the horse because it's the best thing ever, and it's so exciting.
By supporting families of veterans on this property through the equine program, it really gives us the opportunity to show that importance. So we're not just supporting their kids, but we're supporting their families. They're having a community here, and building that strong family foundation builds a strong veteran. And that is something that we very much believe in, is supporting the family, supporting the veteran, and that cohesiveness together.
History repeats itself. History is always happening over and over again. So one of the ways to stop a theme, one of the ways to stop something from reoccurring is to first of all admit it. It didn't take long for us to quickly realize that there was power behind Mission 22, power behind its brand, power behind its message, and power behind its people that represented it.
All right, my friends, day 19 of 22, the 22-day push-up challenge. Day 19 means 418 men and women have possibly committed suicide in the last 19 days. I went and looked up my ship, the USS Rushmore. More people who have killed themselves by now than ever served on our ship at one time in just 19 days.
19, 20, 21. One more. Y'all ready for the last one?
Mission 22 has become a decentralized nationwide effort to show love, to raise money, to be available for other warriors, to be able to be a point of contact, to let the warriors know, but also for warriors to let other warriors know that there is a community. You're not alone. This isn't happening in silence. You're not forgotten. You know, we brought 4 veterans from all different parts of the United States and brought them together to hike through the state of Oregon.
May God bless you on your journey. Thank you for serving our country and for being willing to go on this walk. I'm praying you feel peace and strength with each mile.
You know, on this hike, some folks found God, some folks remained sober, some folks lost a significant amount of weight to be able to participate. And not so much just a healing walk for us as warriors, but for us to contribute to other people's healing. You know, this hike, we raised $12,000 for endobiogeny. Some of the folks on this hike, you know, they're going to be volunteers for this treatment. And I couldn't be more pleased and more proud because it was difficult. We had a lot of struggles. Not everything on this hike went pretty, you know, but we put some skin in the game. At the end of the day, we were able to raise money, and we'll be able to use that money so guys can get the treatment that they need. The War at Home Monument is an example of our social impact, of our awareness, of our permanent fixture to do the work that we can't always do, to always remind us of what we've lost and what we will lose if we don't reconcile it. What we've done is taken 20 different veterans with their families' permission and used them as a silhouette to cut out of a 3,000-pound plate of steel. These warriors are placed in a V, and this is to show the size of the problem. This is to show the empty space they leave behind. And it's also to be a constant reminder of what happens when we don't listen to the stories of the warriors that fought in our name. Because it's not okay. It's not okay that everyone didn't know about veteran suicide. It's not okay that these things were a secret or left unsaid, or that it was shameful. It's not okay that it's shameful to suffer alone and suffer in silence, because if you ask for help, that you're no longer a warrior, that you're weak.
Yeah. So I come back and I thought everybody else changed. So I pushed my family away. And it took a long time to really realize it because I didn't want to look internally. You know, I got my Class A CDL and hit the road. I was on the road for about 8 years trucking. And this makes me think about how insignificant all of the major things going on are. I mean, what, 1 million years ago, that blew up. And, you know, over time became this.
Whether it's hiking mountains or building monuments, it takes a community to heal a warrior. Warriors didn't get damaged and didn't become separated from the sunlight of the spirit on their own. It happened in the name of this nation. We can change the way we think about war, how we think about warriors, how we think about ourselves, and what we think we're going to do in the American community. We can do it now. We can do it here. And there's going to be another generation of warriors coming. We can set the tone to create a culture that grabs them up and loves them and smothers them in resources, in opportunity, right now.
Welcome back. We are back with the nightcap, the 305 sprint cars, getting ready to call the drivers off the track for a drivers meeting. Again, Friday Night Lights brought to you by Gears Unlimited. 305 sprint cars brought to you by our good friends at Raven Graphics. I'd like to thank Raven Graphics for all their support. All drivers clear the track, please. All drivers clear the track. Looks like we do not have a huge field for the sprint cars. All drivers clear the track. All drivers clear the track. All right, drivers, welcome to Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights 305 Sprint Cars, brought to you by Raven Graphics. This is week 5. I don't know who is still out on the track, but please clear the track. Double zero, clear the track. Double zero, clear the track, please. All right, fellas, welcome to Week 5, Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights, brought to you by Raven Graphics. Couple of announcements coming up July 25th through the 28th is the Knoxville Nationals, put on by Coast to Coast Racing League. Make sure you get signed up. It's going to be 4 nights of great racing. Coast to Coast always puts on great events, so you can check that out at c2crl.com. And we're about to go in the t-shirt business. It looked like donations did not work out so well. I will not charge drivers to race on an iRacing service, but it does cost money to get done what I want to get done. So we're going in the t-shirt business. We're about a week away from taking orders. You can find our designs, or you can send us one of your own. We'll put it on the back of a shirt. You can find that information at gy6rn.com. So we're about a week out from printing some shirts out, and that's a way that we are going to raise funds. Week 13 Dash for Cash must be a feature winner. You must run in at least 6 weeks of Friday Night Lights. The winner is going to get $100 minimum, depending on donations and t-shirt sales. Everyone that enters the event will get paid. So we got a lot of stuff like that we want to get done. So we have no penalties. Thanks everybody for coming out. Again, we do mute microphones right before qualifying. So any questions, comments, or concerns, now would be the time. None heard. We will advance. Good luck. So we have advanced to qualifying in the 305 sprint cars. About to go sprint car racing for your nightcap here at Kokomo, Indiana. We said we would look at the weather later on in the night. Let's see how it cooled down in the evening here in Indiana. I know it's still over 100 degrees out here in California. It looks like 65% humidity, so it has cooled down a little bit. I think the humidity actually went up a little bit. So first out on the track is the 66 car of Jason Hines, driver out of Canada. Jason's been with us the last few weeks. Jason, appreciate your support of Friday Night Lights. Chris Cox at the top of the board, not for very long. Sean Stevens out of Australia with an 11.862. Randy Shreves in P2 with 11.894. Dan McLaren, Canadian driver, with 11.892 in P2 currently. Riding along with Andrew Smith, the Spartan Racing driver, in the 79 machine, currently 6th quick. Dan McLaren in the 88, finishing up 3rd quick. Dylan Shreves in the 560, 2nd quick with an 11.623. Spartan Racing Nick Vickery with 12.019 in 6th position. So qualifying went by in a big hurry. Looks like everyone has qualified. We will advance the session. Looks like we do have a couple cars left out on the track. We will let these drivers get in their practice laps. Daniel Cook in the 726 machine, currently 10th quick. I'd like to thank Daniel Cook for coming out and supporting Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Yes, he wraps up his session. We have advanced into heat racing, so we are getting ready to go heat racing. Heat 1 to the grid. Heat 1 to the grid, please. Sean Stevens, Dylan Shreves on the front row. Randy Shreves, Dan McLaren in row 2. Chris Cox, Nick Vickery in 3. Andrew Smith, Jeffrey Kemper in 4. Jason Hines, Daniel Cook in the 5th and final row. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 1. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, please. Everyone else, once we get the one to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. We are going to have one heat race and a feature tonight, 30-lap feature. So race hard, race clean, good luck. So we will have one heat race. We got a multinational field. Sean Stevens from Australia on the pole. Dylan Shreves on his outside, U.S. driver, followed by Dan McLaren in the 88 in row number 2, Canadian driver. So that's great to see people from all over the world enjoying Friday Night Lights. Pace truck is off. Sean Stevens will bring us to the green flag. Green flag is out. Looks like Shreves gets a jump on that outside. Back it down. Caution is out. Well, that didn't last long. Looks like that happened in front of Daniel. Looks like Shreves dives down low, gets loose. Not sure who that is behind. Looks like it's the 515 of Chris Cox. Shreves dives down low. Gets a little bit loose. It's tapped by the 515, so that will be an EOL for the 515. $5.15 into the line, sir. Going to give the one to go next time by. Sean Stevens still at the front of the field with the 560 of Dylan Shreves, followed by McLaren, Vickery, Smith, and Kemper. Pace truck is off, leaving the field to the 26 of Sean Stevens. Great jump by the 26 as he pulls out. 88 car of Dan McLaren. He's the first one to go down low and give that low side a try. Sean Stevens rotating in. Slide job coming from the 560. We got a battle back here. Nick Vickery up to P2. Dylan Shreves, the 88 car. Great battle. Sean Stevens checked out on the field. Got over a 2-second gap between himself and the 00 of Nick Vickery. We are 2 by 2. P3 through P6. Three wide going into one. Somebody just got a little bit loose. Back it down. Caution is out. Not sure who that was. Might have been Dylan Shreves. It was indeed. .560 into the line. Sean Stevens checks out on the field early. Friends from down under joins us every once in a while, not often enough. Lights are off on the pace truck. We are working lap 7 of 8. Stevens, Vickery, Smith, Kemper, Haynes are your top 5. 26 gets another great jump. Nick Vickery on the high side, as is Andrew Smith. First car is the 88. Back it down. Caution is out. Looks like the 79 of Andrew Smith running in P3. Let's see what happened here. Looks like it's going to be behind him, Jeffrey Kemper. No, it was in front of them. My apologies. Vickery gets up into that outside wall. Around he goes. Collects his teammate. Double zero into the line. Oregon Rock 8, lap 8 of 9. Sean Stevens still at the front of the field. Slide job by the 88. Can't get it done. That lets Jason Hines get by. Stephen Hines. Cox. Looks like Sean Stevens going to send the 26. Australian driver P1. Hines 2. McLaren 3. Cox 4. Kemper 5. Watch contact. We're going to have 3 minutes of warm-up after this, and we will go feature racing. So that was quick. We will duck out for a quick break here, and we will be back with feature racing.
Our biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name's Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. The issue has been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turned into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. Just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
When people hear a Till Valhalla project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of fallen heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom. 2 words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place where fallen heroes truly live on forever.
Welcome back. We are getting ready to go feature racing for 30 laps. Sean Stevens carrying over his quick time with 11:06:38. Feature to the grid, please. Stevens Hines, front row. McLaren Cox in row 2. Kemper Shreves in 3. Vickery Smith in 4. Cook Shreves in the 5th and final row. All right, fellas, welcome to the featured leader. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, once we get the one to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Restart is on green, or the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Do not jump out of line early. We got 30 laps to get this done. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Australia and Canada on the front row. US and Canada in row 2. Again, we got 30 laps. This is the nightcap, not a big turnout. Let's tighten it up. Pace truck is off, leaving the field to Sean Stevens. Green flag is out. We are underway. Sean Stevens dives down low. Slide job coming early. Stevens gets to the outside. 66 of Hines with a crossover. They are side by side at the line. Great drive by Jason Hines in the 66 machine. 88 of McLaren catches that inside tire down low. Saw that in the back of the pack. Randy Shreves in the 56 machine. Somebody up into the fence and over they go. Guy Andrew Smith in the 79 machine. Gets that rear tire out into the fence and over he goes all by himself. His Spartan teammate behind him is able to avoid. '79 into the line, please. '79 into the line. Sean Stevens still at the front of the field. We got 4 laps in. All right, fellas, give him the one to go next time by. Stevens, Hines, Cox, Shreves, and Shreves. So father-son running in P4 and P5. Love to see that. Pace truck should exit this time by, leaving the field to Sean Stevens in the 26 machine. Jason Hines able to go with Stevens there the last restart. Not this time. Good start by the 26 as he opens up a lead over Jason. Somebody up into the fence there. Not sure who that was. Then they come down and collect. It's like Chris Cox. In the 515 machine, gets up into the wall. When he comes down, he collects McLaren. .515 into the line. 515 into the line. Sean Stevens Opening up a lead over the field here. Can't get a long green flag run. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, please. Like something happened with Hines there. Not sure if he had some equipment issues. One to go. Sean Stevens at the front of the field with Hines closely behind on his tail tank. Randy Shreves into 056 in third. Dylan Shreves in fourth. Looks like the track's starting to slicken up. That bottom side may come in at some point. Riding along with your top four, Shreves, Hines, and Stevens up front there. Nick Vickery, a Spartan Racing driver in the 00, getting into the picture. In P5, up 2 from his start. Stevens checking out on the field. Go on board with the 00 of Nick Vickery. As he pulls in the back of the 560. Sean Stevens currently with a 1 second gap between himself and Jason Hines. Randy Shreves still in P3. I'm not sure who that is down low. Hines getting it done, almost a 1.5 second gap now. We will go on board with Hines, or Sean Stevens. See how your leader is getting around the track. He dives down low in 1 and 2, changing up his line a little bit. You can see that top side getting pretty slick up there. Well, that was 3 and 4 that he dove down low. He'll do it again. Jason Hines in P2. Randy Shreves battling it out with his son. The 056 and the 560 battling it out. Nick Vickery in P4. Jeff Kemper in the 181. Oregon driver. Chris Cox in the 515. Working lap 16 up 30. We are halfway there. Halfway home. Looks like this is the closest battle on the track. Everyone else kind of spaced out here. Randy and Dylan Shreves, they're giving each other a hard time. The 00 of Nick Vickery. Oh, Randy Shreves goes around. Back it down, back it down. Zero 056 into the line. 056 into the line. Working lap 19 up 30. Pace truck is off. Sean Stevens, Jason Hines, Dylan Shreves, Nick Vickery, Jeff Kemper, your top 5. These are fixed 305, so no one should have an advantage. Should be all on the driver. Dylan Shreves. And it looked like Hines. Hines down low, Dylan Shreves up high. Slide job coming. That is a tough call there. I'm not sure. Dylan up on the high side, up on the cushion. The 66 tries to go down low. .6666 EOL. Sean Stevens still at the front of the field. Nick Vickery now moves up to P2. See if the 00 can do anything with the 26. No one else has had an answer. Going green. Sean Stevens is off. Kemper and Chris Cox. Looks like Chris Cox is going to try that low side. Working lap 20 of 30. 3 wide. Shreves, Kemper, and Cox. That was tight. They made it through that. Back it down. Caution is out. Looks like Daniel Cook went around. .726 into the line. Working lap 21 of 30. Great start by Sean Stevens. Gets a jump on the 00 of Nick Vickery. Spartan Racing driver coming to us by way of Coast to Coast Racing League. Stevens trying that bottom side, trying to get that to work. Looks like that is working for him. Nick Vickery on the high side, as is Chris Cox. Vickery changes up lines. Now he's going to try the middle. Chris Cox under attack. Got Randy Shreves and Kemper up there in the 181. Those two want that third position, the final podium. Randy Shreves giving that bottom side a go. The 66 is battling back. Jason Hines. Sean Stevens out front, working lap 26 of 30. Nick Vickery in P2. Chris Cox in P3. Somebody sent it down low. Not sure who that was. Looks like Dylan Shreves sent it in low, gets into the 66. All right, leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, please. Working lap 27 of 30. Let's finish it out right here, fellas. Trying to close out the night. Another short track here at Kokomo. We have had quite a few short tracks. Last week we were on a big track and it wasn't much better. Trying to pull up a schedule. Sean Stevens is off once again. Next week we'll be at Lernerville, it looks like. Working lap 28 of 30. Stevens, Vickery, Cox are your top three. Cox now under attack from Randy Shreves. See if the 56 can get it done. Cox trying to cover that bottom. Last lap. Shreves, slide job. They make contact. Top three start finish line. Shreves and Shreves, great finish. Randy Shreves beats out his son by just a nose. Jeff Kemper rounds out your top six. All right, fellas, don't forget to go up for interview. We will get a word with those drivers here momentarily. Starting with Chris Cox once he gets up in the booth, bringing it home P3. The 515 of Chris Cox moves up one position from his start. Chris, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, I do.
Hey, man, not a bad run. Kokomo was a little bit rough tonight. Not as rough as I thought it might be. Great run, man. How was your night?
It was pretty good. I didn't think it was going to go the way it did, especially after I hit the wall that first go and went to the back of the line. Yeah, I think everybody's having the same luck I was, just kind of on the edge of the seat of either we're going to flip it upside down or we're going to go to the front.
You know, I noticed I got in the sim not long ago, and this new model that they put out, I find the sprint cars they handle a lot different, and damage is definitely different. But you got it done, man. Another podium for the 515. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium finish?
MJC Desktop Fabrications. You guys for putting it on. You for streaming it. That's basically it.
All right, man. Have a great weekend, and we will see you next week, my friend.
All right. See you next week.
All right. Spartan Racing's Nick Vickery moves up 5 positions from his start, puts the 00 on the podium. Nick, this is Joe. You got me?
Hey, Joe. I actually just saw the standings, and I guess Sean Stevens had a penalty.
Did he really?
Yeah.
What did he finish?
Second.
Did he really? Were you the winner?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, what are you doing up here? It looks like Sean Stevens actually just left. So a victory for the 00 machine. Great run by you, man. How was your night? It was a little rough out there. We were just talking with Chris Cox. I got in the sim for the first time in quite a while, and the sprint car to me with this update handled totally different. How was your night, man?
Yeah, you know, I ran. I think it was Wednesday night. I ran the 410s in coast to coast, and you know we ran at Kokomo as well. And even just the difference in the 410s and the 305s. Obviously, there's a lot of difference in power, but you know Stevens was making that bottom work in 3 and 4, and that really surprised me. You know, typically in the lower horsepower cars, the bottom line's going to work, but you know there at the end of the race, the top line or middle line kind of comes in. But that wasn't really the case tonight. You know, the top in 1 and 2 was fast all night, and then the middle in 3 and 4.
Yeah, man, great run. Is this is your second victory, right? In Friday Night Lights, I think.
I think so. I'm not sure what other
So
division it was in.
you were already in the Dash for Cash, so I can't throw that at you, man. But we're looking real forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Who do you want to thank for your victory? Let's have the list, my friend.
Definitely got to shout out Spartan Racing. I ran with a couple of the guys tonight, and we had some fun in the heat race. And apologies go out to Andrew Smith. I got into the wall there in the heat race and collected him in it, and obviously didn't mean to do that. But good run tonight for Spartan, and we look forward to doing it again on Fridays. And after that would be VMR Wraps. If anybody there needs a wrap, come check us out on Facebook at VMRE Wraps. You got to think Cool Ray. I know you know just as well as I do that Andy does a lot for a lot of leagues, and you definitely got to shout him out any chance I get. And after that would be you. It's what you guys do on Friday night, man. It's always a pleasure to come over here and race with y'all. I can't run the full season just because of life, but it's always a good time whenever I get to come over, and I'm glad that I can support you guys in what you're doing.
Yeah, man, greatly appreciated Coast to Coast Racing and Spartan Racing for all the support you guys have thrown out, man. I love it when the Spartan guys come out, and all those folks from C2C makes a world of difference. Actually increases the quality of the racing. So that is always greatly appreciated, my friend. Great run by you, man. I wish you a great weekend, and hopefully we see you a lot more Fridays. I understand it is summertime, and things get in the way, but love to see you guys out here, man. Great run.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, man. Have a good weekend.
All right, you too.
There you have it. There are the 305 sprint cars. There is week 5 of Friday Night Lights. Not huge numbers. Sean Stevens got a black flag. I'm not sure what for. Not sure if it'll show us here. No, it doesn't. Sean Stevens receives a black flag for something. Not sure what that was. So Nick Vickery bringing home the victory. Chris Cox, Randy Shreves rounds out your top 3. But for tonight, that will do it. We will see you next Thursday when North American Dirt Track Racing Association is back to it. And then Friday, we will be back, obviously. We'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. If you got suggestions on something you'd like to see us do different or whatever the case may be, please reach out to us. Let us know. Thank you for your time. Greatly appreciated. And we will see you next time.
Our biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name is Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. The issue has been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turning into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. Just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.